Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Those two are the daddies of the Suffolk lambs that are being born right now. They're patiently waiting at the gate. One's actually turned away. Anyway, lots of bad news today. So, yeah, bad things happen when you're lambing. That's what I've said in other videos. That's why lambing is so stressful for us, because when you have tragedies, it's always during lambing time. It's tough on the ewes, tough on the lambs. So we'll get in with that. But right now, we have another lamb on the ground, so we have to go look after that, do chores, and move on. So let's get started. So before we get into today's video, I'm going to play a clip that I did last night when we were doing the night checks, because we had to milk out that ewe with the big teats. So I'm going to show you that, and it describes how we've evolved from 24 years ago up to today in regards to milking sheep out and why we do it the way we do it. So after that, then we'll get into today's business and what's going on in the jugs and the barns this morning. Hi, I thought I'm doing the night checks right now and checking up on all the lambs before bed, because I'm the one who does the lambs and feeds the bottles and stuff and makes sure that everyone's topped up and everything. And I wanted to address the issue of milking out ewes, because it seems to be something that people keep asking me about. You see that when ewes first have their lambs, the first thing we do is we give the lambs a full belly of colostrum, and we use powdered colostrum to do that. And we figure that works out to about $2 a lamb, maybe even a little less. We've been doing this for 24 years, and in the beginning we used to sit with each lamb and help it nurse till it got the colostrum. So that took a long time, because some lambs want to suck and some don't. And when mom has colostrum, you think it's just like pouring a bottle and it comes out. It's not like that. Some moms have an overabundance of milk and it's really easy to feed them, or strip it out or whatever. And other moms, it comes out like thick glue for the first, could be even half a day, like, so that they're only getting like just minuscule amounts of colostrum because it's so thick. So it comes in various styles. And we used to do every lamb one by one. And if the lamb wouldn't nurse, then we would strip the mom ourselves and give the colostrum from the mom. So there are two inherent problems with that. One, if the lamb is sucking itself, we don't know how much it actually got, because I always said it would be so great if ewes had see-through udders so you could see how much the milk was going down, but it's not like that. It's a total guessing game. So, and then the other problem was when you stripped it out and put it into a syringe or a bottle, depending on what you were going to do, if you were going to tube it or if you were going to try bottle feed it. If she was an easy milker, it was a quick process. If she was a tough one, it was a very hard process, and it literally stripped her dry. She had nothing left. I'm doing my talk on YouTube.
Okay. I thought you were looking.
Do you want to go?
That's right, Lynn.
Hurry up.
Controlling the conversation.
It's personal.
I thought you'd want an old dairy guy to milk out that kind of thing.
I want to show how a person who is for city person can milk it out.
I want to see that too.
Me too.
Okay,
But anyway, I was talking about how we did it in the old days, how we used to go one by one and strip it. So the problem with, if we milked her all out and we got it all out and we fed the lamb her own milk, not only did this take a lot of time, but now the mom had no milk, so she has to regenerate more. So when we walk away and leave the lamb, it could still want to nurse and stuff, but it's going to nurse on an empty udder, which can often make the lambs just not want to do it, or they don't understand that there is milk coming from there. So then we used to freeze the milk, and that was a real pain in the neck, because if you've ever had your own baby, you can't zap it, because then you kill all the goodness in the milk. So you have to cook it slowly at a nice heat to get it to the right temperature. Oh my God, it takes so long. But we did it. We did it for years, and then we thought, you know, it would be cheaper to go and easier if we went to the local dairy farm and got their colostrum milk. So we did that and froze it and thawed it and rethawed it, and it was astronomically time consuming. So Arnie's a dairy farmer, and I'm a city girl, and both of us find milking extremely easy. I've got a bottle here. This ewe, we're going to milk her out because she has an overabundance of milk. So we don't want her to get engorged and to get mastitis. We prefer to give the first time lambs powdered colostrum, because when we walk away, we want those lambs working on mom and understanding that if they suck on mom, she's got milk. And if we give her powdered colostrum, mom's got milk, and if she's got slow milk, at least the lamb will be getting a little bit and it'll get a taste, and it's extremely quick, it's extremely efficient, and it's the best decision we ever made. So apparently there's a machine like a breast pump that you can put on ewes. I've seen it work, and I don't think it's any quicker than me or Arnie. So again, it's just time consuming to go get it and do it, like when you can just, she's right here, just get it, put it in a bottle, and off it goes. So anyway, it's nighttime. This ewe has to be milked out because she's still got tons of milk. She could feed quads, no problem. But in a couple of days, she'll have only enough for her own lamb, and then we won't have to do this anymore. Okay.
So if you microwave milk, you kill all the stuff in it?
Yeah, you kill all the good stuff that you're trying to get out of the colostrum.
So when I microwave the pizza, it kills everything too?
That's right, and if you put your head in, it'll kill everything there too.
Jeez.
Actually,
so you gotta eat fresh
actually, if you put your head in with your earrings in, you'd probably, it would probably blow up.
Hey, what am I doing here, babe?
We're gonna milk her out. Now, she might just lay here.
Want me to hold it down?
No, I don't think she'll lay here.
Let me hold it down.
Not often will they lay here, but sometimes they will, and if she will, then we'll just do it that
Don't
way.
move her here. Hang on a second.
Looks like she's gonna lay here. Now, laying down takes longer because now I have to kind of struggle to reach her, but
I'm gonna move her a little. There you go.
I didn't move it. So I'm gonna start.
How long it takes you?
Well, she's at a bad angle. If she's standing, it would be easier.
Well, this one, yeah. I can lay her a little on the side.
In a minute, when it gets too full, then I won't be able to. It's going hot.
Yeah, she probably lays it really well.
But yeah, she's at a bad angle. I'm gonna get him to make her stand up because I can't reach her sitting down.
Okay.
There. You need them standing up.
Oh.
And actually, to be honest, she's not as full. Is this the big side?
Oh.
The other side's the big side.
Is it?
I think so. That's why. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, this is looking complicated because we were doing the wrong side.
Oh, come on. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, this is the bigger side. Oopsie.
Come on, girl. There you go. Come on. Come on, girl. Well, you gotta push your head a little bit. There you go. backing up.
Well, we've taken a lot of milk out. She doesn't have as much as she did.
She should regulate herself eventually.
Okay, she's done. Whole bottle. That's 400 mils. I'm guessing we won't have to do her tomorrow because when I did her this morning, it came out really fast because she was really overloaded. This time I stripped it out, but it had already been going down, so I'm thinking she's going to be good to go now. So this isn't colostrum anymore because it's been 24 hours, but there's the little triplet in the other pen that I'm topping her up, and I'm going to check to make sure that Yellow and Pinky don't need extra milk. But to be honest, I'm pretty positive they're nursing off their adopted moms now. So this is probably going to go mainly all to the number 2 triplet in the other pen, so we won't waste it. And I guess that's why we do it by hand. It's not that we don't want technology or new stuff, it's just that we've bought so many things over the years to make life easier, and they've always just turned out to be a pain in the neck because I guess the saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Some things we have had to fix over the years, but finally we're at the stage where we're feeding the colostrum by powder is the best solution of all. There's no milking involved. The only time we have to milk out a ewe ever is if she has an overabundance. And if she has an overabundance, it's usually extremely easy to milk it out. Anyone can do it. Okay, we just finished feeding and watering everybody in the lambing barn, so now it's quiet enough to talk. This is the girl that was not feeling well. A few morsels of grain dropped on the ground, so she's eating that. She's still eating, she's still standing. We still have her on drugs and glycol. We're pretty positive she's constipated. And we're hoping that she'll loosen up because they can get twisted guts too. But she's trying her best, and her lamb is still not suffering at all. He looks great. But we swear she's trying to push out to poop. This is the girl with the big teats. Her teats are a normal size now, and I just tagged and marked her lambs, and we're going to let them go into a little watch pen before I put them out into the group pen. Come on, honey. You can go out now, you guys. Come on. Okay, we just got to bring them over to the little catch area without Mommy running right over her lamb. Sometimes we gotta run without that. There, you got a bigger pen for a little while. There. These guys will go out this afternoon. There we go. We had 2 sheep born this morning already. We have a Suffolk ewe lamb here. They're doing great. And we have from an old girl. This girl was born in 2015, so she's an older girl. And she had this little ewe lamb. Who's really cute. She looks just like you almost. So she was just born and they look good. This is Pinky. How you doing? Right here, down there's Pinky. Hi, I can see you. You must be a pet. Yeah, you're really nice and you adopted Pinky. She seems to love Pinky, and that's her own lamb over there. But nobody's crying for food. She is going to stay in here still longer, just to be sure, but that looks like it's a successful adoption because Elsie can't feed more than one. This girl with the hypothermic lambs, one of the lambs died overnight. The other one looks really good though. I didn't even feed it a bottle or anything today, so I'm pretty sure nothing else is going to go wrong in this pen. This is Yellow and his adopted brother. And again, it looks like this was a successful adoption. That's Yellow with his head up looking at us. Hi, Yellow. So I'm thinking this is good as well. They will stay in here extra because, like I mentioned yesterday, sometimes you think the mom's accepted them, and when they get into the group, she says, okay, I did my part while we were in the jug, but now you're on your own. So we don't want that to happen. So adopted lambs always stay in the jug quite a while longer. And then these guys were born last night. No, yesterday. And the other bad news is that our ewe who had the prolapse, she had her lambs yesterday and both of them were born dead. And Arnie was there, but they were still born dead. He figures they'd been dead a while. She's still here. She's not looking very good, but the pressure's off, so hopefully she'll get better, but she may not make it either. So that's the bad news. There's good news and bad news, I guess, today. Hi, you look very close. You look very large. I'm in a pen next to where Yellow and his adopted brother is. Oh, and we just missed it, but they were double nursing. The more she does that, the more she'll expect two lambs to be nursing off her. There they go again. That's actually Yellow that's on her right now, and her other one's in front of her. And she's chewing her cud. That's good. So now I'm at the Dorset barn, and all the lambs are still over here greeting me because they want their breakfast. These guys all look good. Weaning went extremely well with them. Practically no crying whatsoever. I think in the next time, I think we're gonna wean them the same way by letting them run free without their moms, because a lot of them were choosing ahead of time not to lay with their moms during the day, like they were playing over here by themselves for the majority of the time. It sure seemed to make weaning go a lot easier anyway. And these are these guys that came over yesterday, the 12 ewes and their lambs. This was their first night in a new barn. So we'll go in here and just make sure that everybody's okay. From first glance, everyone's looking great. Kinky's not the smartest lamb, I find. The other lambs are quite smart, but Kinky cries a lot searching for her mom, and that was her mom that was just looking at her. The problem is her mom doesn't talk because she's a first timer. So instead of crying back to Kinky when Kinky's saying, "Where are you?" like she's nursing now and she's doing fine. She's back there with her brother. But usually if a lamb's crying, the mom will go bah, and like as if to say, it's okay, I'm right here. But instead her mom just looks at her and as if to say, I'm right here, can't you see me? But she doesn't say anything. That's why I always say communication is the best thing you have in a sheep. So I love sheep that are very talkative. That mom is definitely looking after the two of them though, but Kinky there, she'll just scream right in front of her, wondering where her mom is, and the mom's standing right there. So they've got some communication issues to work out, but I gotta give the mom credit. She sticks with it. She's just not a talkative girl. But everybody else in here looks really good, so it's kind of good that Kinky came over in the first group, because this is the least crowded this barn will be. So it gives her lots of opportunity to get established with her mom before the barn gets filled up. And now Arnie's just arrived with food. Gotta make sure none of these little lambs get trampled. They already ran on the box. I don't know if you saw. Oh, there you go, you see? They always love the play boxes. You gotta have a play box in every barn. But now they can have a real lamb race because they got a really big barn compared to where they were. Oh, you guys are so clever. Oh, that's a tough one. They're wondering. I kind of startled them laying here in the grass, in the straw. Didn't expect you there. Hi, you guys. I don't know if you noticed it when we were walking them over yesterday. There was one mom that just clung to her lamb. She wouldn't leave it, so she was always behind, and they stuck together like glue. And right now she's still, instead of running with the crew here, she's still under the feeder like glue to her mom. And it's Lucy. See, that's Lucy's mom now. She's stressed out because she didn't know where Lucy went. So she left the feeder and she found her. Now she's going back to the feeder. Just keeping an eye on her. She's extremely good mom. But look at, there's Kinky. She's even attempting the ramp with her brother. But she was running in that group. So she's got a crooked leg, but it's not holding her back. They are all lined up. Except for Chris here. Aw, Chris, you're such a sweetheart. That's it for morning chores. Look at all those lambs. I think we counted 75 Dorset lambs and 57 ewes from the fall group. So that works out to 1.3, which I was expecting 1.2, so it's not too bad. Half of the mums were probably first timers, and it was out of season. I would expect the Dorset group that's going now to go up to 1.6. That's what Dorsets are rated as. So we will see if that works out. But I think it was 1.31 for these guys. So Arnie's just trimming her nails so that we can let these 3 out into the Dorset pen. You can see how really long her hooves are. So she'll feel a lot better once her hooves are trimmed. Okay, so these are the lambs from the girl with the big nipple. They've been in here for a couple hours now. Arnie's had them trimmed. So you can see right there that they have no problem with that nipple anymore. In fact, they should probably like it because she's got lots of milk. And you can see that the nipple's gone to normal size. Doesn't take very long. You can see, it's back to normal. It's not engorged anymore. So she's ready to go out with her lambs. She's gonna open the little gate. Each pen has a gate to go in. Oh, your mom went that way. There she is. There. Nice, fun pen. Now he's trimming the Suffolk ewe because she's going to be the very last one in the Suffolk pen. And then that group will stay in there probably one more day, and then they're all going to go over to the coverall too. They're joining a big pen. Now I'm heading in to make dinner, so we'll do a quick check on everybody. These are the ones born yesterday. They're doing great. This is Yellow and his new brother, and they're now snuggling up. Remember how they used to sit separately before? Now they're together. Really nice. This mom's second hypothermic lamb is doing great. It's nursing. It's not getting any help from me. And then this guy, he's just got a clumsy mom, so we have to be careful about her. This is the new one born today, and it's up nursing. These guys just got trimmed. They're going to go out into the Dorset pen tonight. Pinky and her adopted sister are doing good. This is the other new lamb from today. And she looks pretty bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hey, Mom. You have a nice lammy. And, oh, I don't know if I mentioned this ewe the other day. I might have. This lamb's kicking her in the face. But this is her second year lambing. But last year she rejected her lamb. She had a single, and she was a first timer, and she was scared to death of it, so she would have nothing to do with it. This year she has twins, and she's doing great. We always give ewes that reject a lamb a second chance, and we have never had it happen twice, and it's well, not usually, it's always a first timer. They're just overwhelmed. They don't know what's going on. So she's loving these two. This is Elsie and Whitey. They look good. This mom, I'm trying to get her lamb on a bottle. He looks really good, and he's really loyal to Mom and doesn't want to take a bottle, but we are afraid that she's going to die. We are hoping that's not the case. Right now, I just gave her an enema. I've never given an adult sheep an enema before, but I did, and I got a whole bunch of poop out of her, and now she's eating. So, I don't know. We're trying everything with her, and we're hoping for the best, because she's pushing, eh? And when I reached in there, she had it all bound up, but I'm afraid she does have a twisted gut, and that's why she can't get it out. Because she's peeing, no problem peeing. You have to give this ewe credit. She's nursing her lamb. She's trying really hard to eat and stuff, but she's uncomfortable, and instead of laying down, she stands up all the time. So I'm guessing she's exhausted too. She just needs to lay down. But she doesn't lay down. Silly girl. So it's pouring rain outside and it's getting dark, so we're gonna call that a day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next day at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.